We are now on example 2 in 2.7 day 1, and we're going to go through again the process of solving equations that involve rational expressions. We can skip the first step again because we don't have anything that needs to be factored, but then we do go to the second step always, and that is finding the LCD and multiplying the entire equation by that LCD. Now, just a reminder how you find LCD would be a simple little example would be something like 1/3 and 1/4. The least common denominator is the same thing as the least common multiple of those two numbers, and so the LCD here, it's the number, the smallest number that is divided evenly by those two. So in this case it's 12. You just multiply the two together. But that brings up the point of the fact that you need to, when you're talking LCD, we need to multiply in order to make it. And so that's, when you look at these denominators, you might tend to think, oh, well, okay, x minus 1 is pretty similar to x's. I just minus the 1, so LCD is x minus 1. Can't do that in this case because LCDs are, least common denominators, least common multiples, are based on multiplication. So we are going to multiply these together, and really the only way you can do that is by just taking everything in this case. And so the LCD here is going to be x times x minus 1. It's just everything involved. So now once we have that, we are going to take that LCD and we are going to multiply everything by it so that we can hopefully get rid of the fractions in this equation. So we're going to multiply it by x times x minus 1. Do that to each and every term that you see here. Starting on the left-hand side, we multiply that one by x times x minus 1. The x minus 1's cancel, and what you're going to have left is 3 times x. We do the same thing to the next one. Now we cancel out the x, and so the x minus 1 is left. That's times 2. And then over here, x is also cancel on this side, so what's left is 8 times x minus 1. Now we can use regular normal equation solving strategies to finish this out. So we'll distribute for one thing on both sides. Combine the like terms, 2x plus 3x is 5x. Then we can start moving things around. Maybe let's subtract the 8x to go over here. So 5x minus 8x is negative 3x minus 2 equals negative 8. Then we can add the 2 to both sides, making it negative 3x equals negative 6. Divide by negative 3, finish it out, we have x equals 2. Now this one, again, we want to make sure that we're going back and checking in the original equation, if possible. Don't do it based on this next step. We want to make sure we do it in the original just in case there's a divide by 0 problem. But in this case, 2 ends up making this a true equation, and especially we don't have any undefined values when x equals 2.